Close your eyes for a moment. Picture the world spinning out of control. Wars erupting. Families shattered. The innocent crushed by the weight of injustice. You scroll through your phone, overwhelmed. News after news. Pain after pain. You ask yourself, what can I even do? I'm just one person in a broken world. And yet what if I told you that in the middle of this chaos, there's a dua that could redefine your purpose, a whisper to Allah that turns your helplessness into power, a plea that echoes through the heavens. Oh Allah, use me as a vessel. That's where this message begins. A simple, sincere dua. Not for wealth, not for escape, not even for protection, but for purpose, for meaning, for usefulness in the most chaotic time of our lives. Oh Allah, use me. Don't replace me. It's a plea not to be a spectator in a world unraveling, but a participant in the rebuilding. We live in a time of massive global shifts. So much is happening around us, fair from genocide to displacement, injustice to corruption, and it can feel like we're caught in a storm without a sail. But this isn't the first time our Ummah has faced darkness. Our history is soaked in struggle, soaked in pain. Yet in every generation, Allah used vessels, individuals whose sincerity outweighed their power, whose humility outweighed their voice, but through whom Allah transformed nations. You have to ask yourself, will I be one of them, or will I be replaced? When we see the world shifting, most people pray for safety, and rightly so. The Prophet Muhammad taught us to ask Allah for safety. But he wasn't just talking about physical safety. The real safety is the safety of your iman, your faith. Oh Allah, don't let the fitna of this world destroy our deen. Don't let our children lose their Islam. Don't let our hearts rot with confusion or despair, because it's easy to get pulled into the chaos, easy to lose your grounding. But the believer, he or she prays, protect my heart, Ya Allah, protect my iman. Let me be a rock when the storm rages. In these defining moments, people generally fall into two camps. The first group sees destruction and prays, Oh Allah, don't let it touch me. Keep me safe. Hide me from the storm. And then there's the second group, the rare few who pray, Oh Allah, if this is happening, use me in it. Use me for good. Make me a light in the darkness. Let me be a vessel for your mercy, not just a bystander begging for shelter. The Prophet Muhammad himself saw the worst of humanity: persecution, death, betrayal. But what did he do? He stood up. He became the vessel of Allah's message, even when the cost was everything. He didn't hide. He rose. Let me tell you something. Allah doesn't need you or me. He can replace us in the blink of an eye. He can bring someone else to do the job you refused. That's why the dua is so powerful. Oh Allah, don't replace me. Use me. We don't ask for fame. We don't ask for leadership. We ask to be used, to be tools of care, goodness, even if we're never recognized. Even if no one sees our efforts but him. It's not about becoming a scholar or a warrior or a celebrity da'i. It's about becoming sincere. It's about being the one who stands up when everyone else sits down. It's about being available when Allah calls for it. Now, we're seeing horror in places like Gaza, like we did 30 years ago in Bosnia. Genocide isn't history. It's reality. And when you witness this level of pain, the question isn't just, how do I protect myself? It's, how can I serve? Because this ummah doesn't heal from sidelines. It heals when we step up. Some are called to speak. Some are called to serve. Some are called to donate. Others are called to raise the next generation right. But everyone has a role. No, there's a haunting hadith where the Prophet Muhammad warned that there will come a time when Allah will no longer use certain people, not because they were incapable, but because they were insincere. Ask yourself, would Allah still choose me today? If he called me to act, to sacrifice, to stand for truth, would I say yes? Or would I scroll past, distracted by my comforts and devices, whispering with dry eyes? There's no doubt many of us feel powerless. We feel like we can't stop the bombs or the occupation. We feel like we can't fix corrupt systems or silence hate. But that's not your job. Your job is to be obedient, not omnipotent. If you can't fix the system, fix your salah if you can feed the world. Feed a hungry neighbor if you can't change the policy. Change your character, because Allah doesn't ask you for the outcome. He asks for effort, for intention, for sincerity. When you ask Allah to use you as a vessel, you're saying, even if it hurts, even if it tires me, even if no one claps, use me. That's the legacy of every prophet. That's the legacy of every true believer. The truth is, sometimes vessels do break, but even broken vessels can carry water. Their cracks are held together by sincerity. So, the world is shifting, hearts are breaking, blood is being spilled. The winds of fitna are howling, and you have two options: sit back, get distracted, protect your bubble, or say, "Oh Allah, use me as a vessel. Don't let me be a spectator. Don't let me waste this life. Let me be useful before I return to you." If this message stirred something in your heart, don't ignore it. That's Allah reminding you that you still have a role to play. So play it. Before the window closes, drop a comment below. What will you do with this reminder? Share this message with someone whose heart needs to be awakened. Like it if it touched your soul. Subscribe to Islamic Echoes for more real, raw, and reflective Islamic reminders. Because this world may not hear your voice, but Allah always does. Oh Allah, use us. Don't replace us. Ameen.